Hey everyone, okay, so I'm in my closet today and I decided to do a quick review, and I wanted to do it more in this room because I can have more true colors and it's beautiful and bright and sunny outside, and so I wanted to do this review. The products I'm reviewing are the Lip Coutures by LASplash, and I have 4 colors, and the color that I have on right now is called Summer Bliss, and it's this color here, and I'll go ahead and swatch it. Now I purchased all of these from another company, so I did not get it directly from LASplash. So this is the color. I hope that it shows pretty true to color. It's probably better on my lips than it is on my hand. It's just this, it's got a little bit of a pink to it. It's kind of a coral, very coral or salmon looking. I really, really love these colors. This I actually purchased hopefully for a wedding, and that I'm going to be doing. And then this color is Rose Garden. This is really pretty. I find it looks a little bubblegum pink for me, on me. You're probably hearing my dog in the background. It looks a little rosy on my skin, but once it starts to dry, it's more of a bubblegum pink to me. Maybe with different skin tones. So it's this color right here. Really pretty. And like I said, it's more almost like a almost a lavendery pink on my lips. Okay. And then, probably my favorite color out of all of them, honestly, is the Innocent Vixen. It's just this gorgeous nude. And it's like a little bit of a brown nude. Not much pink or anything to it, just like a brown nude. And so far that's probably my absolute favorite color. And then probably my second favorite is the red, and this red is Poison Apple. Such a pretty color. I forget how good it is. This color here. Poison Apple. It's just a nice red. It may appear a little dark on my hand, but it's actually just a nice red. It's not too bright, too darker. It's just like just right, and I love it. Okay, and you can actually, when you put the lipstick on, it will feel like it's kind of tightening a little bit. It sort of reminds me of Kat Von D's, her stains, but this one tends to stay on a lot better. When you apply it, it has like a drying effect, a little tightening, so I usually just kind of do this, kind of smile until it dries. And it dries pretty fast, like within 15-20 seconds it's usually mostly dry. So if you do mess up, you can usually wipe around to get that off before it dries, which is good because once it dries, it will stay on there for hours. I'm talking hours. I actually, when I wore the Innocent Vixen for the first time, that was the first color I ever put on, I actually put it on in the evening, and it looked great all evening. At one point, like after about an hour or so, it starts to feel like you have nothing on your lips. Even, like right now, I actually put this on probably about 30 minutes ago, and it's feeling really good. It's not sticky. It does feel like I have something on my lips, but like it does not stick to itself. Sometimes it does if you put more layers on, but usually if you just do one layer, it's got such a nice feel to it. Within a couple hours, you'll start to see some flaking. I tend to get flakes in the corners of the lips, anywhere where maybe I have saliva that may touch. Usually in the upper part of the inner of my mouth tends to start to remove. Now I find that annoying with the red because I don't really like to put, like if you have a dark color on, you really have that contrast between your lip color and the other color. So no, it's okay with the Innocent Vixen, it's not bad. I just tend to try to grab the color and take it with me and put it in my purse or in the car so I can reapply around that area and in the corners of my lips. Sometimes I'll actually just take a lip liner, and that helps too. And you can apply lip liners over top of these colors, which is really nice. And you won't really be able to blend so much, but you can blend with like a brush, just blend it out. But you can't actually blend it into the lipstick. I guess maybe if you tried it before it was wet, but then you would probably remove the lipstick, so you don't want to do that. Okay, so a couple hours later, once it starts to flake a little bit, if you don't reapply, it will gradually start to flake off slowly. Now if you try to wipe it off with your fingers, maybe you're just trying to wipe some of that. It starts to kind of get gritty. So you start wiping it off, you will stain your fingers. I've done that a few times with the red lipstick. So be careful with that. It does start to come off. I've seen some people do reviews and they'll do it on like marshmallows and things like that. Like you can see there's nothing on my hand. Nothing. So that's really cool. But like I said, through the few hours that you start to wear it, it starts to flake a little bit in those corners. And then when you do finally take maybe a napkin or something and wipe it off, you've still got some weird, unusual staining, usually in the center of the lips. So, like I said, if you have a red on, it's not very pretty. So I think if you had the darker colors like the blues or the greens or blacks, I think that would probably get on my nerves after a while. I would have to reapply it, like wipe it all the way off, reapply it. And that's another thing about this lipstick that I find is a little bit of a pet peeve, is you need to either buy their remover, or, which I did not purchase, or you can just use an oil, and that's fine too, but I don't have an oil when I'm out somewhere, so I don't like that. So you could use like a coconut oil, apply that on the lips, and then take a napkin or something and wipe it off. If you have makeup wipes, that would be a great idea to carry with you, and then you can reapply, because I would find it would be easier to go ahead and reapply, because it can crack if you apply it too heavily. I would recommend these. I do find them maybe a little bit better quality than Kat Von D. I know that Kat Von D is bringing out some new colors that will probably be somewhat comparable, but so far I'm really liking the red. Like if you know the color that I have, and I'll put it down below, the Kat Von D red. This red, I like it a lot better. It's a tad bit darker, so it's easier for me to wear with my red hair, because my hair is much darker this year than it was last year. So I definitely find this a better color than the Kat Von D red that I have. So yeah, I hope this review helped you all out a lot. I do give it probably maybe an 8 or 9 out of 10, just because it does say it stays on forever kind of thing. But it does start to flake. So within maybe an hour or so, I do start getting some flaking. But just take it with you and reapply. It may work just fine with you. It tends to look great. I wore it to a derby party the other day, the red, and it just looked amazing the whole night. And for about 4 hours, it looked fantastic. So I was really, really, really pleased with that. So hopefully you all enjoyed this review, and I will see you all later. Bye!